ever heard of anybody being haunted by a snake? Well, yeah, I guess probably not. I never did anyway, at least not until it started happening to me. It's not just any snake, of course, it's Leonard. I called him Lenny for short. Leonard was my pet boa constrictor. I named him after Leonard Cohen. I used to really like that one song about the guy standing in front of his mirror with a shaving cream on his face, staring at the razor blade. It would kind of like this. That's right, it's come to this. Yes, it's come to this. Wasn't it a long way down? Wasn't it a strange way down? Well, I used to sing that song whenever I would feed Leonard. I'm not sure why. Just kind of made sense to me, I guess. But anyway, I always fed rabbits to Leonard. At least after he got too big for hamsters. And let me tell you, watching Leonard eat a rabbit was something else. Sometimes I would drop acid, just before to make sure that it was more intense. But old Leonard would just kind of slowly take his time. And that rabbit would just be shaking like a one-legged horse in a hurricane. Well, anyway, Leonard would look like he wasn't even paying any attention to that rabbit. But the rabbit, he knew what was happening as Leonard got closer and closer. And then, wham! That rabbit practically disappeared inside the coils of Leonard's muscular body as it tightened and tightened around the pathetic little bunny until Leonard eventually opened his mouth, dislocating his jaw to make it wider and wider until he finally swallowed the rabbit in one big gulp. Well, it wasn't exactly a big gulp like you'd drink one of those slushy things from 7-Eleven. It was more like Linda Lovelace gulping that guy's penis in deep throat. Except of course the penis eventually came back out and the rabbit never did. That's right, it's come to. Yes, it's come to. And wasn't it a long way down? At least they never came back until Ralph. I don't know why I named him Ralph. I never named the rabbits because I didn't want to get too attached to them. But when I got this one, it was almost like he told me with some kind of mental telepathy or something. All of a sudden, I could hear his voice in my brain saying, "Hi, I'm Ralph." Really clear. Kind of strange, but anyway, Ralph was pretty big for a rabbit, so I knew he would be a challenge for Leonard. And I'd take Leonard's lunch was shaping up to be a major event that day. And sure enough, it wasn't like before. I mean, it was like Ralph wasn't scared one little bit. Just as soon as I put him in Leonard's room, he just pounced. I mean, talk about being caught off guard. You should have seen the expression on poor Leonard's face. But he recovered quickly enough, and soon he had a couple of coils around Ralph, and it was starting to look like the regular thing. But then Ralph, well, he started like foaming at the mouth and growling or something. I don't know if he had rabies or what, but I could tell Leonard was kind of shook up by this growling, rabid. I mean, it was not the way it was supposed to be, with him being a 12-foot-long boa constrictor and all. But soon he started dislocating his jaw and wrapping it around Ralph's head. But I guess Leonard was so anxious that he started trying to eat Ralph before he had actually killed the rabbit, because just as soon as he closed his jaws around Ralph's body, the snake started twitching and jerking around like crazy, and the next thing I knew, there was Ralph's head starting to come out through the side of Leonard's stomach, biting and chewing and snarling. And that was the end of Leonard. Well, that was the end of Leonard until he started coming back as a ghost. And the weird thing is, he keeps getting bigger and bigger. He must be like 30 or 40 feet long now, and he's constantly coiling all around me when I'm watching TV or eating breakfast, and he doesn't seem to be able to hurt me or anything, you know, him being a ghost snake and all, but he blames me. I can tell he blames me for Ralph, and I'm starting to get kind of nervous about it. I ate 14 hot dogs yesterday. That's right, it's come to this. Yes, it's come to this. Wasn't it a long way down? Wasn't it a strange way down?